Welcome back to Crowdfund Junkie, the show where we cut through the hype and get the real story behind crowdfunding projects and the people building them. I'm Philip Dane, and today I'm interviewing Jacob and Arthur, the founders behind the Bristow lens jacket. I'm not guessing on this one. I backed it, I received it, and I use it. All right. So this is not a question of will it ship. It's a question of how did you make it so good and how did you deliver it? So let's get right down to it. For anyone who hasn't seen it yet, Lens Jacket is a slim protective case for your glasses, built to protect the lens without the bulk. So Jacob and Arthur, give us your 30-second version, who you are, and what made you build the Lens Jacket.
Yeah, go for it.
All right. So I'm Arthur Wu. I studied industrial design at Georgia Tech, and that's where I met Jacob. He was my roommate back then. So I have an industrial design degree, mechanical engineering degree, and I like designing products. That's kind of just what's like the best part of my job is making things that I like, and then kind of hoping that other people like it too. So Lens Jacket is something that came up with a while back. I have a company I call Radix, and I design like slim accessories, like slim wallets. This was like in 2014. So I was just really trying to design like things for myself, like things that just fit in my pocket well. Wallets back then were big and bulky. So this was kind of like early on in the slim, like everyday carry game. So yeah, first did a wallet that did really well. And then went on to see like, okay, what else do people carry with them all the time? And one of the things that almost everybody uses is like sunglasses and glasses. So yeah, took a look at the glasses case. Those were big and bulky, and that was a really good design opportunity to create something new.
Listen, man, I backed it immediately. I thought it was brilliant. So I'm one of those guys that carries a bag, which I used to make fun of those guys. I am that guy now. So I love throwing these in there. It's so easy, and it's also a conversation starter. People are like, what the hell is that?
Yeah. It's fun to play with too.
Listen, you mentioned the wallet. Was that a Kickstarter or no?
No, so the original wallet that he designed, Slim Wallet, kind of fell under a different brand, under Radix. When we did launch the Lens Jacket under Bristow, we did we had a mag wallet as well that we released as kind of an add-on for the product, because for Bristow as a brand, we just see a whole line of like everyday carry products that people will be able to just streamline their daily lives.
And it's taking like what I learned from my original wallet and just making something a little bit better. And it has like MagSafe, so it's a little bit more modern, works with iPhones. So yeah, just taking what I learned from my first company and just improving on that, making better versions of it, higher quality materials, stuff like that.
I love this thing. I'm curious, when you decided to make this, right? We all want to know about the journey. One thing I'm really impressed with you about this product is that it seemed to flow really quickly. Like, some of the projects I back are 2 and 3 years out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
way past it. So tell me
Mhm.
about what was your journey like with Kickstarter and crowdfunding?
Luckily, I have some experience with product design. So I've worked for companies, shipped a lot of product, and so I have relationships with manufacturers already. So that like being already set in place. We also have poor experiences with Kickstarters as well. It's like you just never know how long it's going to be, especially for people who've never made product before. There's a lot to tackle. There's a lot of things that you just don't know that's going to come up, and that just delays your shipping time. So we made a decision pretty early on that we were going to have product ready. Maybe not like mass produced, ready to ship, but everything like all the questions were going to be answered. We knew all the materials, the construction. We knew that we went through the design for manufacturing phase. So we knew that can be mass produced at the cost that we needed to be. We were ready at the Kickstarter launch, knowing like pretty close to when we'll ship and exactly what the product's gonna look like.
Yeah. So we got the ball rolling on the manufacturing way before we even started the Kickstarter process. Yeah. And by midway through the Kickstarter campaign, we had already kind of put in our initial order. And so they were starting to produce everything so that we knew that once the campaign closed, we were ready to just wait for the product to arrive and start fulfilling right away.
Yeah.
Got
I mean, one point is like good for the customers that we were ready to ship, but like just for our own sanity
Yeah.
and our own like if we didn't know things were ready, it's like, oh, that's just too much pressure. That's too many things, too many unknowns. Like I would be scared to enter a Kickstarter campaign without answering absolutely everything I could.
Yes.
I love that, and I want to say if more people like the some people call them founders or Kickstarter creators or whatever.
These aren't just shoes. They're wearable art, and take it from me, they don't disappoint. Rebrand Soul partners with independent artists to create limited edition shoes made to stand out. Each pair is a statement piece, bold, creative, and different from anything out there. So if you like me and love owning something truly unique, head over to rebrandsoul.com before these sell out.
And more people did that. I have noticed a couple of the campaigns that I've done. They've started that. For one, who's one that's really good at that? Rolling Square. They're a fantastic company. They tend to do the same thing. They manufacture. They've got stuff lined up so that when they hit Kickstarter, it's just a matter of. It's kind of like putting the cart before the horse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we definitely invested in like the tooling, in like the initial just like R&D. We started the campaign not knowing like how many customers we're going to have.
Exactly.
So once we started the campaign and like things started kicking up, then it was like, oh, okay, like now we have the money to make that initial order. And that was always our plan.
How many did you have when your campaign closed? How many backers did you have? You remember?
Whoa. I should know that number off the top of my head.
I think we sold like 2,000 units, something like that. Right?
Yeah. Let me. I can
Yeah.
find that for you. I know we raised 144,000, and we had just shy of 2,000 backers. So 1,987 backers.
That's fantastic. And now you're selling them on the website.
Yes, and now we're
Right.
selling.
Okay. Plans for anything else on Kickstarter?
Yeah. There's a few things I'm working on. Like we have the lens jacket, we have the mag wallet, and so that's kind of like area that we want to be doing, like the slim things, leather products, kind of higher end, higher quality. So yeah, there's a lot of opportunities. So just
We have a couple projects in the works.
Couple projects
are-
in the works. Don't want to say anything.
When you're ready to launch your next one, I want you guys to come back on, and we're gonna kick it off. We're gonna
That
kick it off. I would
Yeah.
love to have you guys on and see what you guys got going on next.
Yeah,
All right.
got prototypes going now.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
What's that?
not ready to show.
Yes.
I've made prototypes so far.
Okay.
So usually I go through like 5 or 6 rounds of prototyping just to get that, get it right, and then it's ready to show.
What's really cool is that when you go onto Kickstarter campaigns and you look at, do you ever look at where they say they're being made, like Anchorage, Alaska, or Hoboken, New Jersey, but they're not here. They're all in China or Indonesia or Yugoslavia or wherever. When I contacted you guys, I was like, okay, so listen, we usually do this in China. The two of you are like, well, we're in Vegas. Oh, shit, that's amazing. That's also really nice to know. Anything you want to talk about future plans or what the product was? Maybe some of the sticking points? Like, were there any major hurdles that you came across while you were doing the project?
Everything went pretty smoothly. Like I did a Kickstarter like 10 years ago for my initial like slim wallet. So they were definitely learning from that.
And then we also met some of the folks from Gravel, who are also like serial Kickstarters. They've launched quite a few products on there, kind of in the outdoor space. And they were just really gracious in sharing a lot of their knowledge since they've done Kickstarters more recently. I chatted with them kind of about what, how they strategize and how they template things. And so we were able to really get some insight from people that made our process much smoother as well.
And there was cool like tips, like it's probably best to launch on a Tuesday. Didn't know that. I was like, okay, we'll launch on a Tuesday. Stuff like that.
That's interesting. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
it
funny.
is.
In press release industry, that's when you release your press release is on a Tuesday.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
That makes a lot of sense. Yeah.
I wonder if playing lottery on Tuesday is the way to. Yeah, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try that. That brings up a really interesting possibility or opportunity where a lot of people I find that go into this business, that want to do. They have a great idea and they want to launch a campaign and they go full bore in, and they have nobody to really talk to.
Mhm.
There's like no mentorship in this business, really. You've got like your gel ups, you got your pledge box. They're fantastic. But just the simple thing of you being able to talk to another creator who's been successful, I think that we might be onto something there.
There's a lot. There's a lot to learn through this whole process, not including like just making product. Like making product is its own whole entire like education that like absolutely can be shared. But yeah, the Kickstarter part, like we did a lot of things that we probably would have done a little differently. Like, when we said we're gonna ship internationally, but that's hard.
Yeah,
like
it ended up being kind of a big pain point.
yeah, like
post
every
doing
country you ship
international.
to might have its own like VAT tax or like import tax, and also like understanding how much it costs to ship to different places. The timing is so different. We're still trying to figure that out right now, and it's something that like, okay, yeah, if we're gonna go back and do it again, maybe we won't have international shipping, or we do a lot more homework to understand like, oh, okay, this is how you do it so that customers aren't angry.
Yes, there just aren't there aren't great resources for
there's not
that
great
aggregate
resources.
all of it, and so it is a tough so there's a few things where you just have to decide if you want to deal with that hurdle or not.
Yeah.
I knew there had to be at least one pain point.
Another thing is like we started our like the marketing and ads like halfway through the campaign.
Yeah.
And so our first half was super organic and we were really happy with that. But once we kicked off that like ad campaign and we were spending money on ad, that took us to another level.
Yeah.
So that's just something that we would do differently the next time around as well.
Yeah. We reached about 25K on our own in the first roughly about a week.
Yeah, about a week.
And then
I was super happy with it. I was like, wow.
Yeah.
We have customers.
So
amazing.
And then we reached out, we connected with Gel Up after that.
Yeah.
Talked to them, and we decided to run ads with them. And so from there, they brought us basically from 25K to 144K.
Yeah. They were the ones that tried to get us to do international.
They were.
Like, but they helped us so much, and they really took us to that next level, which was awesome. They're amazing.
Yeah.
God, I'm really stuck on that whole mentor thing. No, it's really cool to actually, even on Crowdfund Junkie, to have a forum, like a Discord.
A mentorship forum.
Yeah, where guys can come in there and mentor other guys and everybody kind of, learns from each other. I'm really liking that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, and I didn't really want to mention this because I don't know if they want it publicized, but the Gravel guys had made an e-course, which they gave me access to, but it wasn't, I think they created it, but then ended up not pushing it out necessarily.
Sure.
Because things just keep changing and it was hard for them to keep it updated. But it's kind of like it just became that's just a whole nother business that somebody's got to focus on as well.
Yeah.
Right.
Definitely opportunity, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think it could be something really great where creators get online and they can talk to other people and just the simple things like, hey man, launch on a Tuesday.
Yeah.
That could be invaluable to another creator who would have normally done it on a Sunday and said, well, shit, why didn't anybody see what happened,
Right.
Or just like an AMA or something, like where you just have a panel of people that you just ask questions and we'll do our best to answer. Yeah.
I like it. That might be an episode. We'll do a panel on the packaging. There's this cute cat straight in here. And I was wondering, why a cat?
Yeah. So we were trying to decide on a company name. It's
hard.
It's really hard, right? Yeah. We were throwing around all kinds of ideas. But one thing that was a common thread was that in college we had a cat together, and 20 years later we both still have cats. Like I have 2 cats, he has 2 cats with his wife.
That cat in college was a jerk.
The cat in college was a jerk.
Of a cat.
But,
and then we're like, man, wouldn't it be funny if our company was named after that jerk
her
cat?
So we ended up naming the cat Bristow after the cat we had in college. And then came up kind of with that logo from there.
Yeah. And we love cats. We love cats. We actually donate like a portion of of all the proceeds to
animal shelter.
Yeah, to animal shelters because
Yeah.
this is
Fantastic.
part of our thing.
Awesome. All right. And so now, if anybody wants to buy Bristow lens jacket, they can go to
Bristow.store.
Bristow.store.
One thing that we've been dealing with is there's a copycat scammer out there who runs meta ads using all of our videos.
Gosh, they took all of our stuff and just pretended to be us and selling counterfeit stuff.
Selling this kind of cheaper knockoff product that people complain about, come to us for customer service.
Apparently, it smells like cigarette smoke when they open the back package.
Yes.
So we're having to deal with that.
So that's been a frustrating kind of like post-campaign thing that we've been dealing with where, we can get their website shut down, but they're paying Meta to run ads, and it's hard to get in touch with anybody at Meta to get that shut down.
I do have a patent on the design, and so it's like technically like legally protected. But when somebody's just going under the radar trying to like just dump like product quick, there's not really enough time to get USPTO involved and everything like that.
Not at all. So let me ask you two things. One is the lens jacket on Amazon or exclusively on your website?
Right now on our website, we're still trying to figure out if it makes sense to put it on Amazon or not. They just take a big chunk, and it's just harder and harder to sell things on Amazon these days. You have to pay for like placement.
Right. Now, the reason I'm asking is because I want people to know where to not buy them from. So if like you see it on TikTok or you see it on some other whatever, know that it's a fake and it's going to smell like cigarettes and you're not going to like it. Only buy from your website. And I'm going to tell you something that this is not the first time I've heard this. Are you familiar with Xnote, which is?
Oh yeah.
All right. We did a piece on Omar. Super cool guy. We became good friends through this whole journey, and I interviewed him at the CES show in Vegas, and he told me the exact same thing, that there's literally a copycat that's out there that is knocking off everything. I'm talking the ads, everything. You would swear it was his company. And it was an absolute nightmare, and I believe maybe continues to be a nightmare. So I definitely feel your pain on that. But let's just make sure everybody knows, buy it at Bristow.
Bristow.store. That's the only place you can get it. If it seems cheap, it probably is too good to be true. It's probably not us. Like we sell it at $40. That's the price point. We do offer like coupon codes here and there. But I think like the knockoffs are selling for like $20, like $15, stuff like that. So you're definitely getting a much lower quality product that smells like cigarettes. Apparently, it's one of the things that's like kind of difficult on Kickstarter because you're launching your product sometimes before it's fully fleshed out. You're advertising to the world, it's like, hey, this is my invention. And if you don't have some kind of protection in place, like somebody can take your content on your Kickstarter page, knock off your product by the time your campaign is over. Like that's kind of a real danger. And so it's something that people need to be aware of. You're probably always going to be fighting. So having a patent helps.
You know what? Again, that's like more about why I, as a consumer, did this show. It was never to be like an influencer or anything like that. It was honestly, it was a very selfish reason. It's like, look, if you're a creator and you don't come on my show, I don't trust you. I'm not going to back you. All right. And then people like Pledgebox and Xbot Park, which is NX, they loved it. The concept, the whole thing is, it'll only work if we get a ton of subscribers that forces the critical mass to go, oh shit, well, if I don't go on his show, then I might not get the that I want to get, right?
Right. You put a face to it.
That's the end goal, man. It's like
we are Asian faces, so we are not a Chinese knockoff company. But we are Americans.
Yes.
We are Americans. Oh God. Well, man, it's been great talking with you guys. I love it, and I'm so glad. I invited you on ages ago. It was really nice that you reached out after time, and of course I'm going to have you on because, like I said, I love the product. I think you did a great job, and I look forward to your next ones, man. I'm like, you got to come on and let's blow it up We'll
Yeah,
do
we'll
it.
bring
We'll,
news
We'll
here.
definitely come here. And like always willing to share and teach other creators and other people that want to make product like how to do things. Like it's cool to make stuff. It's cool to make product. It's cool to sell product. It's fun. And like for the people that are going through like the hardship and pain, there's a lot to learn. And yeah, there's a lot of information we'd love to share with people.
Absolutely.
We're gonna hold you to it, man. Wait, listen, guys. Thank you so much for taking the time coming out.
No
Really
problem.
appreciate it. You guys, I'm gonna put everything in the description where you can get them, where you can support them.
Sweet. Yeah, thanks
Sounds
for
good.
having us. It was
Thank
fun.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah, fantastic. And for everybody watching, subscribe, like, tell your friends, come watch some more, and we'll see you next time.